Good day, my happy friends. I am Drew Eric Miller, and thanks for choosing my podcast. With so much content in the world today, it's my honor to bring you just a little more happiness with each listen. I used to wonder, can I be happier? Can I live a rich, abundant life? Can I dream big and manifest my dreams? The short answer is yes, I can. After much dedicated research, I have discovered beneficial action steps, tools, and life hacks while thriving on my journey to deep and meaningful happiness. In this podcast, I am sharing my research so you too can thrive on your journey to happiness. So get comfortable with a notepad or journal, and together we will manifest happiness. Welcome back, my happy listeners. Today's question is, can I act happier? So, acting happy. That's an interesting question. I've often heard the expression also, fake it until you make it. So, something to recognize. How happy are you in your life right now or in general? We only have one life. We only have this moment. And if we spend any time of our life during the day unhappy, unfulfilled, unsatisfied, unrewarded, depressed, anxious, angry, the list goes on. We are wasting this precious life. And it is crucial that we realize that we can change our life. We can act a different way and become a different way. We can act happier and we can become happier. I have a quote from Wayne Dyer. Act as if everything you deserve is already here. Treat yourself as if you already are what you'd like to become. So, acting as if what it is you desire already is here. That sounds strange if you don't dive a little deeper into it. There was a time that I was unhappy in my life, and I was unsatisfied. My marriage wasn't going very well, and there was an internal thought that I had that was saying there's more to life. There's more than what I have right now, and there's more that I can be, but I don't know what. I don't know what it is that is missing or what it is that is going to make me happy or happier or anything. I mean, I couldn't even imagine what happier was because I was just so unsatisfied. It was a mediocre life in a mediocre marriage. We did good things. We had good times. But there was an inner calling in me that was desperate to be expressed, to be brought forward, to be expressed, to live differently than how I was living at that moment, and I had no idea what was missing. One day, I joined a book club, and we started reviewing the Eckhart Tolle A New Earth book, and a spark lit inside me. And for the first time, I saw an answer. I saw a possibility. Something inside me resonated with what I was reading and discovering. And something inside of me said, this is the direction that I want. I want to continue learning about this. I don't know what that means. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going to happen, but my body and my instincts and everything told me that this was what I needed at that moment. And so I continued on that path. About that time, I believe Oprah Winfrey ended her show. She had her final episode, and then she began her new channel, channel, I believe it is. And she had a show on called Super Soul Sunday, where she was interviewing new thought people and writers and authors and just people that had their life together or working on their life. Lots of different researchers: Brene Brown, Glennon Doyle, Marianne Williamson, Wayne Dyer. I mean, these are just some of the names. And each time I sat down to watch one of these episodes, I was immediately drawn to it. I was like, yes, this is the answers that I'm looking for. This is what's going to make me happy. This is what's going to give me that spark in life. And so I decided to pursue everything that I could find on this new spark, this new interest of mine, which was every book that she talked about with an author on her show. I got and I listened. I'm an audiobook listener because I can read. I can listen faster than I can read with my dyslexia, which is great. I love to listen. So I started learning and becoming an investor in my personal growth. And so I didn't know that I was looking for happiness. I didn't know that I was looking for more or what answers I was looking for. None of that was important. What was important was something was resonating in me. It felt good. I felt happier. I didn't have all the answers. And so I pursued continuing on this learning journey. And so acting as if I had what I was looking for, which was knowledge and personal growth and personal development, all these actions that I was taking in my life were helping me to become that happier person. So each book that I read brought me closer to getting to know myself and getting to know the life around me and the people in my life. And so I knew that as I continued on this path of learning and growing, that I was going to be happier. And so going back to the phrase, live as if you already have it now. Well, what I was doing was, while I was reading and growing, I lived as if I was happier. And what that means is that each day turned into a little bit happier. Each week turned into a little bit happier. Each month turned into a little bit happier, which meant that each year turned into a little bit happier. So I wasn't I wasn't concerned about the ultimate end of what am I going to do today that's going to make me happy someday. Like someday when I own a house, or someday when I'm married, or someday when I get that new job. Those are all the things that we naturally have been trained to believe, which is a lie, which is there is no someday. You have to act as if it is yours today, not someday. And that's what I was doing. I was pursuing happiness daily because I knew that I didn't have the level of happiness that I was looking for. What eventually happened for me was, after multiple years, I came to a point that I saw that my marriage was contributing to my lack of happiness. And I had done enough personal growth and taken enough action steps and done enough reading to realize I can no longer stay in this marriage because it is negatively contributing to my happiness. And my path eventually led me to that divorce, which subsequently led me to my journey of self-discovery, led me to a new relationship, led me to a new home, a better career, a happier life. But I didn't start out with, I want a happier life, and what do I have to do to get it someday? I just took little steps at a time. And so my point is why are you waiting? Why are you looking at someday? When I get that new job, I'll be happy. When my spouse does XYZ, I'll be happy. When my family does this, that, and the other, I'll be happy. When I move, I'll be happy. When I move to a new state or city, I'll be happy. When a new president is elected, I'll be happy. You know, all this future happiness is only going to contribute to your unhappiness, because all we have is right now. So let me give you some examples of how you can have what you're looking for today. You know, I was recently having a conversation with somebody about money and abundance and their lack of money in their bank account and their lack of money in their life. And the conversation was around, how can I feel abundant today if my accounts aren't showing that? If I don't have enough money to pay my bills. And you know, it brought up a statement from me was, if you want money, then have money around. Have money in your wallet. I keep money underneath my floor mat. I keep money in a drawer in my house. I keep change in different places. I have money around me at all times. So you can always look around, and when you have money around, sitting around, in places, in things, you can train your thinking into that abundance that you do have money. What we do is when we want something that's in the future, we're putting it outside of our reach. And if we focus and turn that into, I have it now, then what we're doing is we're letting the universal law say that I have this now. We believe it, feel it, and have emotion behind that. And that is what happens in our life. So if we believe in abundance and see the abundance around us, then we will continue to attract more abundance. An example on love. If you want love in your life, you need to address how loving you are. And the question is if you're angry, resentful, spiteful, vindictive, and not kind to strangers or homeless people, then what are your chances of having more love in your life today? We only have this life. So if, in the example of love, if you want love, then you need to be more loving in every action, thought, and existence that you have around you. Health. If you're looking for a more healthy lifestyle, then you need to take small action steps to create that health for yourself. That means eating, that means walking, that means exercising. There are steps you can take, no matter how small, so that you can have that health, that positive health that you are searching for, available to you today in that moment. You're not looking for that future health. For a career opportunity, you can tell yourself and agree and look around and agree there are plenty of opportunities for a new career path if that's what you're looking for. And then there's small action steps that you can take to attract that career, that new career. What are my interests? You can look on LinkedIn. You can talk to friends. You are never stuck in any one situation that you can't think yourself out of. And that means living in the present moment with what it is that you know is going to make you happier. And so if a new job is going to make you happier, then you can immerse yourself with those career opportunities, looking through wanteds, looking through social media, talking to people about job possibilities, talking about career changes, reaching out to those people that you've known and worked with in the past, see what they're doing, see what career paths they've changed, moved on to, look at your LinkedIn and old working partners that you've worked with, what's happening in their life. There are always ways to feel opportunity in a career is available to you now. You just have to find them. Socializing, if socializing or being more social and less introverted is your thing, then you can, join groups, go on Meetup, take small steps, join a comedy improv group or whatever it is that you can do to take those small steps in your life today, because those small steps are going to lead you to that ultimate desire of the happiness that you're looking for. And if you want to be more social, then acting more social in that moment is what's going to do it for you. So here's your action step for today. Take inventory of what it is that you believe is going to make you happier. Write about, get a little inventory, figure out all the different aspects or whatever it is that you feel that you don't have now, and document that. And then act as if you have it today. There is always something that you can do that is every single day that is going to give you that feeling of having it today. Happiness is a choice, and we are always available to have the choice of happiness every single day, and it's a choice. We have to choose it. Now is the time. Your life is not going to get better if you don't take action. Your life is not going to get happier if you don't take small steps today. So listen up. Take those action steps. Take inventory of your life. Figure out what it is that you are setting into a future. Someday I'll be happy when. And live it today. Otherwise, well, I mean, if you're watching this if you're listening or watching this podcast, then obviously you are interested. That spark has already turned on for you. And so now I'm telling you, do it. Take inventory is the first step. And the second step is to take actions on those steps. So that's it. That's the end of the podcast for today. Act as if you're happier now. You know what to do. It's not a future date. And thanks for listening. And I will be available next week for the new podcast.